Hey everyone, it's Eric Estrada, the Tax-Free Ninja. Don't go away because when I come back, I'm going to debunk 5 myths when it comes to retirement planning. You don't want to miss this. Welcome back and thanks so much for watching. I'm Eric Estrada, the Tax-Free Ninja, financial professional specializing in help you understand, master, and unleash the power of tax-free money, and one of the newest YouTubers on the block. Now, this is the part of my channel where I share the financial section of my brain, giving you organic, unbiased advice, the same stuff that I use both with my clients and with my team of advisors each and every single day. So whether you're starting a retirement plan, you're currently saving right now, or you're looking for new information altogether, I've got you covered. Now, before we start, I want you to ask yourself one key question. What does retirement look like for you? Do you see yourself in a Corona commercial type situation, a beautiful sandy beach, a bright sunny day, and you without a care in the world? Or do you see yourself still working? Well, I'm sure most of you want to have the first option, where you're having fun, your working years are behind you, and you have more than enough money to save to live for the rest of your life. Now, I do want to draw one thing to your attention. America is currently in a retirement crisis. Now, according to most major resources, we're about $6.8 trillion behind on what we need to retire comfortably. Now, there's 10,000 people turning 65 every single day, and most of them only have about $120,000 in savings, and they need that to last about 20 plus years. So, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but do the math. 120,000 divided by 20 years is not a very comfortable living, but not to worry. If you listen carefully to the next 5 things that I'm going to talk about, I promise you will be more prepared than the people before you. Myth number 1, I can always wait till later. Besides, I won't need that much in retirement anyways. That's actually not true. Remember, when it comes to long-term savings, the more time you have on your side, the better off you're going to be. Remember, it takes your deposits, plus times your interest, times the time that you're involved, that create your future. So the more time we have, the better off you are, and the less money you have to put in frequently to help get to where you want to be. Also, consider the silent killer, inflation. You may think your bills will be less in the future, but consider how far a dollar will get you 15, 20, 30 years into the future. So if you think you'll need less tomorrow than what you will today, you could be wrong. So consider inflation and start early. Myth number 2, Social Security will be more than enough. That's another huge misconception. Social Security actually today in 2014 actually pays about $15,000 a year annually. Now, the rock bottom minimum expenses needed to be met are on average about $50,000 in retirement. That's a gap of $35,000. Now, in order to overcome that gap, what you can do is contribute to a plan outside of Social Security and start early and start now. That way, you have another vehicle to help meet that gap and hopefully go above and beyond it. So that way, you're not just having the minimum expenses met, you're actually living comfortably in retirement with additional income to have fun outside of what you have to cover your bills. Myth number 3, there's no such thing as safety with upside potential. It's actually another myth, guys. Now, when most people think of savings plans, they think of 2 different areas, the market and the banks. The market is where everyone generally wants to make money. However, within the last 10 years, the market's been extremely up and down, extremely volatile, really exposing that area for risk that your dollar can be subject to. On the other side of the equation, we have the banks, which are safe, predictable, but the returns often are very microscopic, so it's kind of hard to have the best of both worlds. Well, if you refer back to my Secret of Safe Money video, I'll actually put a link to it right here. There are programs where you can capture returns when the market performs and still stay protected when the market is flat or down. That's called a safe money solution, where zero is your hero. So refer back to that video. I'll give you a 5-minute crash course on exactly how those works. And if you have any questions, you can always comment below or simply inbox me and I'd be happy to tell you a lot more. So with safe money, it's possible to have significant returns with downside protection. Myth number 4, my taxes will actually be lower when I retire. Again, it's another huge misconception. So even if you're in the top tier tax bracket today and you think that you're going to be earning less in the future because you won't need as much, remember back to reason number 1. the power of inflation, how it can give the value of a dollar a lot less meaning. So what you think you may be high tax bracket today income could actually be the lowest tax bracket in the future. Also, let me ask you this. Do you think taxes are going to go up or go down? Do you know what the historical average of the top tier tax bracket is throughout the history of America? It's actually double of what today's top tier tax bracket is. Right now we're in about the mid-30s. We have a historical average of about 61% for our top earners, with taxes being as high as up to the 90 percentile range. So given that, there's two things that I want you to keep in mind. Number one, always consult with a tax planning professional when it comes to making a financial move. You want to know exactly what the tax implications are today, as well as in the future, to see if you're going to be either paying today's rates or you're setting yourself up to be exposed to future rates, to higher future rates. Also, refer back to my 4 types of money video. I'll put a link to it right here. I talk about 4 different tax scenarios, and there's actually some vehicles that you can contribute to where you won't have to worry about what the tax brackets are, because you'll pull money out tax-free. And finally, myth number 5, Medicare will take care of all of my healthcare needs. It's another big myth. Now, although you may qualify for a Medicare plan, that may not cover all of your out-of-pocket expenses. There are some additional things that will come from your own pocket, that come out of your own income streams, and realistically, that makes your healthcare probably your biggest expense while you're in retirement. In fact, most studies show that a couple need about $250,000 to cover all their healthcare needs while they're in retirement. Now, there's a couple of things that you can do. Number one, you can make sure that you have enough in savings so that you can pay for your own plan outside of what Medicare offers. There's also some programs where you can save your money into that'll provide some healthcare benefits for when you have a nursing home need or even a critical illness like heart attack, stroke, or cancer. So when you're meeting with your financial professional and you're choosing a plan for long-term savings, find out what the healthcare implications are. Do they provide any additional benefits if something happens to your health, or do they not? That's very key and can help save you a lot of money and a lot of grief when it comes to smart retirement planning. So there you have it. 5 myths about retirement debunked. I hope you found this information extremely valuable and helpful. I hope you feel more educated and empowered to make right, sound decisions when it comes to choosing the best financial strategy for you and your family, so you can have more than enough when it comes to what you need to live comfortably in retirement and have that dream beach scenario that you just thought about before this call. I'm Eric Estrada, the Tax-Free Ninja. If you have any questions on retirement or anything that I talked about today, feel free to comment below, or you can inbox me. It'll automatically go to my Google Plus or my Gmail account. You can follow me on Facebook or like my page. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Tax-Free Ninja. Connect with me on LinkedIn and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like what I talked about today. I put out free advice every single Tuesday on money, on wellness, on entrepreneur skills, and how everything's going as I promote myself shamelessly for 1 year on this 365-day social media experiment. Don't forget, guys, you can accomplish anything you want in this lifetime. You just have to be willing to work for it. See you next week.